The energy and the passion of hip-hop combined with strings, horns, woodwinds make up the Phantom and the Illharmonic Orchestra. And you can play a part in the performance August 12th at the Long Center. Joining us this morning to talk about this, Jeffrey McNeil, a.k.a. artist The Phantom. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. So you're in town for these auditions.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that here in a second, but let's just talk about you. When you were a kid, you mixed up the Beastie Boys with Beethoven's Fifth. That's how all this got started.
Yes, when I was 12 years old. It started with my mother actually putting me in flute and piano lessons when I was a child to keep me out of trouble. But my father had a huge record collection, everything from Motown to Mozart. And one day I just decided to mix the Beastie Boys' Paul Revere with Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and fast forward now, it is the Phantom and the Illharmonic Orchestra.
Yeah, that's amazing. We'll talk about the group. When did it start? How did it start?
Our first performance was probably about 20 plus years ago with members of the Philadelphia Orchestra and Chamber Orchestra of Philadelphia. Back in '87, I started mixing it. You know, it really didn't come together until we decided to, formulate the ensemble and make live performances. Since then, it's grown and morphed into, us going into different cities and inviting local musicians the opportunity to perform with us on stage, and that's really, kind of how it took off.
Yeah, so that's what's happening today in Austin. You're in town from, where are you guys from?
I'm originally from Philadelphia, but we're now based in New York, and we have musicians throughout the country.
Okay, and so y'all are in Austin, and you're holding auditions today. How's that going to work?
I've had a sign up. Musicians could have signed up on thephantomhiphop.com under live Austin auditions. But we're also taking walk-ins. Anything from strings, horns, woodwinds, piano, just about every instrument you can imagine can come and audition. We'll be at the University of Texas from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. today. So musicians, if you're listening, you're welcome to join us. And we'll take it from there. Yeah,
Bates Recital Hall on the UT campus.
Yes.
So talk about what this performance will be like in August. You've got your core musicians. That's the Illharmonic Orchestra.
Yes.
And then there's going to be a point in the show where you say, "Hey, come on up." Or
no, they'll be joining us right from the start.
Okay.
We're performing the day after hip hop's 50th anniversary, so there'll be some classic hip hop. Some renditions of songs you may have heard before. Some new pieces that we've developed. We'll have some b-boys and b-girls on stage, so it'll really be a tribute to the history of hip-hop.
Yeah. How many musicians do you have in your core group?
We've performed with up to 50 musicians on stage. We'll be bringing about 8 to 10, and we're looking to have about a 25 to 30 piece ensemble for the show.
Okay, cool. So what sort of musicians are you looking for? Piano players?
Violin, viola, cello, oboe, clarinet, bassoon, like anything that you can imagine you see in a traditional orchestra, we invite that on stage.
Yeah. I play the piano. I don't know if I'm good enough for this.
Come and audition. We can find out.
So you're taking pre-registered musicians first. Is that how that works?
Yes, yeah. And then the walk-ins will be seen after that. So register first, if at all possible. But we are taking walk-ins, and we'll be there for a few hours.
Cool.
Sure.
We've got about 20 seconds here. Talk about the show itself. What do people need to know? How do they get tickets?
So you can go to longcenter.org, and you'll be able to buy tickets for the show. The show is on August the 12th, and we will start at 7:30, and it'll be a whole lot of fun.
Awesome. Sounds good. And you're streaming online as well? Streaming services, Illharmonic, that's online?
Yes, absolutely. You can catch us on Instagram, youtube.com/thephantom, Facebook. We're all over the place.
Awesome. The Phantom and the Illharmonic Orchestra.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. This is really cool.
Awesome. Thank you.